Alright, we're back. Oh no.
We're back.
We're still on Varzone face. Okay, we're back to everybody.
Now we're back. Woo! We made it back. All right.
Stop looking at me.
I have a very important question for everybody.
No.
Yep. Gotta be asked. Favorite death scene? Go.
Ever in any medium?
Yeah. Ever, any medium, anime, stories, books, like your favorite / most memorable death scene. Like you can go on like, oh, this is most memorable because of this. This is my favorite because of this. So.
Alright, I got one.
All right.
Make sure you list whatever you're going to describe in case it's spoilers.
Yes,
oh yeah.
That's
spoilers. Spoilers coming up.
That's a fair point.
They die? Still say it so I can take off my headphones just in
no,
case.
don't worry. This is Harry Potter. Okay, this is old. And I will not say the movies. I will say the books. I was young. I was an avid reader. I was like full into my obsession with Harry Potter. I would read those books over and over and over again. And so the first time where Sirius Black died, I didn't believe it because
First time?
like the first time I read it, because I reread it. So yeah. So the first time I read it, I was just like, oh no, where did like his head was behind the curtain that like disappeared into nothing. There must be like something back there, like
confusing.
something. Yeah, like I didn't think he was dead. My brain refused to process it, and then like the story continued, and they were like grieving, and I was like, no, but he's not dead. He's not dead. And then when actual like real life people told me he was dead, I was like, no, he's not dead. He's my favorite character. No way. Yeah, I definitely cried. It was the first real death that hit home.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Snape's was pretty good too.
Yeah, Snape's
No,
death
I didn't like it because by that point I was a little bit disenchanted. I
Wait,
think.
Snape dies?
Bum,
Hey,
bum.
we still said the spoiler, all
Oh,
right?
did you?
Yeah, this
Coop,
whole
did
thing
you hear Snape? They said snake. The snake, Nagini, died.
Nagini dies?
Yo!
The funny thing is, it's kind of one and the same in many ways.
Yeah. Snake and Metal Gear Solid dies as well. If you play poorly.
Table.
I'm
Oh, well,
like, I was just playing Metal Gear Solid 4 for the first time. And you said that and scared me legitimately.
It's like, did I just get spoiled? Oh, God.
Waffles, I don't even get to play the game now.
All right. I need more. Let's go.
Who's watched One Piece?
Nope.
Don't.
Nobody.
I don't know if I'll ever finish it.
I will never watch it, unfortunately. So it's just got too many
Wave at
episodes.
me
in it.
when this is over.
Okay.
That's a quitter's attitude.
I don't watch it.
Read it
I
instead,
read the
honestly.
manga though, but I haven't in a long ass time.
That one might be a huge
Mine's
spoiler.
about my spoilers closer to the halfway point of the story. So I'll just not say it, but it's in that series.
Okay. I think that's valid because that could be a huge one.
So, anyways, what Coop said, Varso, what you missed was.
Snake dies.
And Coop said he's not going to say it because it may be too big of a spoiler.
Oh, okay.
It's about halfway through the series. That's all he said.
Oh, yeah, that's a long ways.
Ooh, Eric
right.
Jackson says Boromir, movie and book. That's valid.
Oh,
is
that's
valid.
good.
That is a valid one. All right. I need two more.
I don't remember any
Only
good,
two more.
good ones.
I have
Oh,
mine.
I thought Carrick's was Snape already.
Oh.
Well,
right.
yeah, that's good.
Go, Eisen.
Aerith, like the end
Oh,
of the disc
okay,
one
fine.
from Final Fantasy VII. That's
Yeah.
like seeing that and like thinking everything is gonna work, and then as a small child seeing the like one character just gets skewered by a giant sword, like it was very traumatic. And, like,
Spoilers
the
for
way-
Final
had a
Fantasy
feeling.
VII, everybody.
Spoilers.
a 20-year-old game. I feel like
Uh-huh.
the spoiler period is over.
We
there.
still got to say spoilers, but I'm with you on that for the fact it's a 20-year-old game. There's been a remake and there's a movie.
right.
So
25.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I was
Um,
made to watch that movie, having never played the game.
It's a good movie. I like that movie.
Advent Children.
Yes.
If you
that's
need
the
more
one.
time to think of your Scarrick, then I have a different one.
Varsa still.
And
has
I'm
one.
ready to have my death.
Oh,
scene,
Varsa.
okay?
Go, Varsa.
Mine is from Metal Gear Solid. It's the boss's death at the end, just because it's a really cool scene.
Spoilers.
Oh my god, I didn't have time to take my headphones off.
I said it where it was from. They had their chance.
That's a good one.
Alright. Anything else? Brief?
Alright. We have
Smeagol.
Coop / Carrick.
Was it?
Coop.
I said Smeagol.
Big. Oh,
It was a
that's
That's a
fair.
good death.
it was a hell of a
Yes.
scene.
You know what? Dobby
Yep.
too, right? I was sad about that.
Oh yeah.
For
Dobby
sure.
dies?
Shut up. Edward.
All right.
You do that
Just
somehow.
the whole Harry Potter series.
I have 2. All right. Actually, I have 3. The first one I'm going to go over
Is
is
Tetsu.
no,
Moat.
probably a little mainstream, and it doesn't stick. So Avengers, spoilers out there, but Spider-Man death scene.
Oh man, I cried like a
Yeah,
baby.
I thought that was a very good death scene. Obviously, he gets brought back and stuff. More spoilers, but
Yeah. No, and also Tom Holland, amazing. Like that was just
Yep.
such a good scene.
I can't believe
All right,
Tom Holland died. Holy crap.
He died for the scene.
next one, spoilers. Hunter x Hunter.
No.
You've seen it.
Okay.
Uh,
I like that he knows, so I don't have to
Kite?
worry about it.
yeah, Kite's death scene in Hunter x Hunter. Pretty good.
I also didn't believe. I think I have a denial problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Sydney hated
hold
hell.
on. Forrest will put his headphones back on. Sorry. And then third one for me, spoilers on the 100. If you ever plan to watch that show
Mm.
or have seen it, but Finn is a good death scene, I think, because
agree.
it's like it's like the first actual main character that dies, and like how he dies is pretty good. So, all right, those are mine. Now it's time to kill some PCs.
I mean, yeah, you had 3. Oh goodness, not fair.
I mean, you can keep going.
No, there's no denying the inevitable or delaying the inevitable
Yeah.
here. Even though I apparently
I
will
will
go
delay-
into denial.
Can I delay the inevitable for 10 more seconds?
Yeah, do it.
One of the reasons I joke more about the Harry Potter stuff is because I was genuinely spoiled on the end of book 6. My mom heard people talking about that death and came back to the car like, these girls said, I'm glad he's dead. And I'm like, he dies?
Unlucky.
Feels bad.
All the ways to get spoiled.
Right?
I made it a point to just get the book opening night, race home from Barnes and Noble. I didn't sleep.
Yep.
I finished the book.
Yeah,
I
read it in
had
one
to
go.
finish it. I did nothing else.
I ended up.
so
I did
that
go to sleep. I finished it
didn't
the
get-
following morning, like legit, like right at the top of the thing.
My
I
mom
had
and sister
just
took
gone
both
back.
copies.
I was in elementary school.
I just got back from a
Oh god. I
Couldn't
keep
have
forgetting how
been.
young he is. I keep
Our
The last
resident
Harry Potter?
baby, everybody.
Holy shit, you
Okay.
might have been.
Yeah.
Enough
was
about
coming
young
back from a
people in Harry
college
Potter.
visit.
Now to move on to our deaths. Let's go.
I'm
All right,
kicking on the music
Kind
and
of
we're
afraid.
playing.
this is gonna be the quickest little.
This could be the quickest
Session.
session. That's why we had
But-
45 minutes of BS. No, I'm just kidding.
Let me get into character.
All
right.
Flatlining.
Oh, I was gonna say heartbeat every once in a while.
You guys are
That was good.
in the ship. Moat is immobile, helpless, can only take mental actions. The ship PCU is malfunctioning. The
It's great.
engines are glitching, and you still have a big mama dust manta that has been shot once, didn't like it, clearly hurt, but also has fast regen or fast healing 10 every turn. So
Oh yeah, that's good.
speaking of, engineering phase begins. The only action that dust manta takes is to regen. Not that it has to take that action, but
Okay, so
Ugh.
from my understanding of like what just went down right before this scene that we're picking back up on is another like explosion of like as the tail like pierces into the hull of the ship, past our shields yet again, more hull damage, and then I like hear the crackling of like the power core from the engine room.
You watch the lights flicker very slightly, come back on. Like it's clearly something bad's going on.
Yeah, I'm like, oh hell, and I just like, cause I have like two arms, hands on Moat, 1 on my comm unit, right? Like, that's how we left that off. So I just look at you, Moat, and I'm just like, oh, hells. All right, hold on. You got this. I have to prepare. And I'm going to let you go. And I'm just going to, just sprint down the hallway, slide. Yes, as I head out.
Just before you let go, you hear Moat in your head say, "Wait. Take the mask. Use it to power a system. It can help. I know power's failing."
I will try.
Don't fuck it up.
Okay. So I'll pull the mask off of you, and I'll just start booking it. Again, slide through the what's it called? The
hatch.
No, like the main area where everybody else is, and through to the hatch, and then like start climbing down. As I pass everybody, I just like hold up Moat's mask. It's like, I'm gonna try to fix the engines, or the power core rather. Get the guns working. You got this. And shields. And his eyes are like, you hear that like starting to get muffled as I'm climbing down. So
you throw the mask and it breaks.
I drop it.
I will. Yeah, I was about to say. So you drop it up there, and like leave it for them to use.
No, I'm repairing. I am going to fix power.
Okay, I will let you know that you don't need the mask to repair, and the mask isn't going to help you to repair. Whoever is like whoever
Moat
is.
said use the mask to help a system.
Right.
Yeah,
it
for
has
like
to be
the
with
guns.
me or Len to charge.
Yeah.
The...
So one of the gunners would have to use it because they're going to have to hook it directly to the system itself. The mask can't power the whole ship, which is where you're going.
If you fail, it can help offset it.
Thank
for a
you.
gun.
Right.
Okay, it's if I fail. Thank you. That because I was like, wait, what if I fix it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So I like. Dr. Lin.
And
what
you're
are
not
you
even
doing right
fixing it. You're patching it for like a round.
I'm climbing up the ladder to get back on the guns.
Yeah.
now? Okay. I like as I run by, I just like press it into your bell to like for you to grab it, and like as I'm running by, like if I fail, if I
Does
don't.
Moat know you have this?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't even answer.
Zaya runs by. Moat's dead. Take his mask.
Ignore Moat now.
I slam it into your like chest, and I'm just like, avenge him. Keep going.
You avenged them. Like it's like Coulson with the cards.
Yeah. Totally use it for motivation purposes.
He's gone.
If you kill Moat, you become the Moat.
So I climb down the hatch and like looking at this sparks freaking flying and all sorts of shit here. I think we need best we can right now. So I am going to hold it together. To try to remove 2 steps of damage because our power core currently is malfunctioning.
Just for this round, though. That's the caveat to that one. Is it only lasts for 1 round. So, DC 15 plus 1.5 times your tier. You're a tier 4 ship. That is a DC 21.
DC 21. You heard
What's
that,
your mod?
everybody. I'm scared to press the button.
DC 21.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was way lower.
Your ship. No, it's 15 plus 1.5 times. Your ship's 4. 1.5 times 4 is 6.
How about I PayPal you $5 and we drop it?
DC 20.9.
Let's go.
All right. Engineering check.
All right.
22.
So what does this look like?
Oh God. So I'm climbing down there, and like as I'm running through looking at the status of the computers, like lights are flashing red, shit is going down, and I'm really hella worried about Moat, about everything that's been going on. So I try to find some like intercom, and I think I flash back to growing up on the Adari. And one of the rites of passage that I went through, at the very least, is the basic Idari functioning classes because technically I grew up on a spaceship. And so you learn how to run a ship, and you have a little bit of bonus in that mechanic side of things. I think for explanation behind the flavor, for lore-wise, it's a type of Kasatha that you can decide to be. Which I don't even know if I picked, but I'm just gonna go with it. And so, yeah, so I just kind of like flash back to like the lessons as like, you know, like you're in middle school and you're like, remember, you have to make sure if you see power sparking, don't touch, you know, I just try to like take that calm and grab some tape and smack it over something.
With your forearms in 4 different directions, you just spidered over
the slap in 4 different sparks.
It's not an educated guess. It's just tape. Yes.
And for now, your power core is patched.
All right, guys.
Heck yeah.
Computers is also during this round, right? So
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
That's right.
computers is
Sorry.
during the pilot run.
got it.
So, but
However,
that is now coming up. So,
Waffles, I have a question.
yes, hit me.
Given that torpedoes does it need to be in like the area for a torpedo? Like,
Technically
if-
not.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Because in theory,
So actually, yes, it does for the initial firing of a torpedo. Sorry,
Oh,
because
for the
you have to target lock onto it, and then like, so say it was in your front, and then it moved
Gotcha,
to
for
your
the firing
port,
phase.
it would continue to try to lock on, but you have to lock onto it first.
Gotcha. Then never mind. Then I will balance the shield.
No, that's
Thinking about
it's not worth it because one hit's gonna kill us regardless. Do a lock-on action, give us a +2.
So right
I
now,
could get us
Alright.
over 40 hit
You want-
points.
You want me to run some math through y'all?
yes, please.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys have been taking approximately 30 damage. If you rebalance shields haven't been powered up yet from the engineer standpoint. So if you rebalance shields right now, you would be at
About 40.
30. What are y'all at? Y'all are about 34. So you'd be at like 8 each shield. So that would take 24 points to the ship. You have 31 hit points. So that's the good part.
But if it crits or something weird,
If it crits, you die. Period. This creature is, from what y'all have seen, just randomly moving about the ship for all intents and purposes. Mechanically, I'm rolling a 1d4.
Right. Which means that if you
So-
leave it, then it would be 12, 11, 11 right now. We can run the gamble.
Yeah, that's the gamble. If it attacks your port or your forward, which has 0 in the shield, there is a good chance a normal attack kills you.
Yeah.
Because you've taken approximately 30, you have 31 hit points left.
And we attack at the same time, so it's not like we could potentially attack it and not get hit.
You could potentially you could never attack it and not get hit. You could potentially kill it at the same time it disables your ship. Remember, Starship Combat, like your ship's not gonna blow up in a nuke and kill all of you. It's just gonna be disabled.
Right.
Okay.
So
I
what is
see
the
what you're talking
alternative?
about. Maybe.
It's either balancing shields or not balancing shields, and I think Eisen said the alternative to not balancing shields was giving the gunners a +2. So basically, there's a computer action with sensors called lock on.
But you need at least 6
Zayha-
ranks in
No,
computers
that,
to do so.
we can't
He
do
does
that
not
yet.
have
That's
that.
computer.
Oh no,
sensors.
we can't. Okay, yeah,
But-
no.
but-
All right.
and
We're-
Zayha said raise the shield, so I'm balancing the shields.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah.
And I crushed.
You're not gonna
it's
scan this
16
thing really,
plus.
so that's
Yeah.
Well, the
Yeah,
thing
this
is we
is a
are.
dot-
It's
Giant
smoking
test
us, Waffles. I got the scan down.
Well, the other thing is just to remember that we're one person down. So while we're looking at science officer actions, technically, Tetsu, you have the option to do engineer or sorry, pilot
Right.
actions. Technically, if that
Yeah.
would to help, but
I-
I don't think it would.
It won't.
not right now. No. The only thing Tetsu could do is jump in the captain's position and like push somebody.
Yeah.
But he doesn't really have good charisma, believe it or not.
Yeah. So
Well,
he
you
would like
know,
Tetsu could roll a gunner's check to push a
Yeah,
gunner,
but I could
if that
roll a
makes
check.
Oh,
yeah.
you can do that? That's sick. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would
you
be
can
better.
always roll whatever the check is.
Yeah, and that's,
You don't need to be a charisma captain.
Yeah, I mean, Tetsu, do whatever you want in that sense.
Yeah.
I think the shields. I think 8 points or so of shields is going to help us, so I'm going to do that.
Completely agree.
Sure.
Okay. You have 2 8s and 2 9s. Where do you want them?
Yeah, I'm putting the 9 in the front, and then I'll fix the rest.
Okay.
I'll do this.
This isn't stressful at all, guys. It's fine.
No, it's fine. Look,
All right.
it's fine.
As
I'll roll
long
the
as
one-
Seth isn't rolling both of these, we stand a chance.
Yeah.
I'll roll the 1d4 out in front of you for its pilot action. It is still 1 port, 2 forward, 3 starboard, 4 aft.
1, 2.
Before you
Give
roll,
us a 2, baby.
Yes.
Oh!
It stays in the forward.
okay.
You fool! It's a good thing I bounced this shit.
Yes.
I noticed
that
Yeah.
was
the pattern.
Good call.
Yeah.
Totally.
It is a very good thing you balanced it because this was your
Weak
arc
point.
with 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Yep.
good on 2 things because we do have 2 guns here as well.
Yeah.
That's true.
You picked
Okay.
the wrong side.
Okay.
It is now the gunnery phase.
Got it.
Tetsu
Alright.
volunteers as tribute. Stab me, O mighty
So-
stabber.
If we use the +2 from the computer, do we both get that, or do we both need to use one of the 2 uses?
Honestly, don't really care because nobody else has used it, so both use it.
Right.
Waffles?
Yeah,
I don't know the actual call, and I don't feel like looking it up. But since nobody has used computers, I'll say both of y'all can spend 1 point.
Perfect.
sounds good.
Waffles. I just
What's
want to
up?
say, I thought of of a death scene I very much like, and it's how I might in a moment die.
Okay.
So Firefly, for anybody who has seen it
Uh-huh.
or hasn't seen it, wash.
As Bryso pulls headphones off.
I love it. And the eye roll is great.
Yeah.
He just said watch. That's all I said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He said Firefly for anyone who hasn't seen it. Watch. That's all I said. So. Yeah. I was gonna remind you I was party of something, but now I won't, just in case Tetsu has plans and I don't want to step on his toes. All right.
All right.
So-
Now we're confused.
I
No,
think I
it's
know what
just
he's
a-
talking about.
Probably not. It's a very simple thing that I don't want y'all to forget about, but
Well,
it's
continue on.
nothing it's nothing that could help you in your immediate situation.
I'll get. Okay.
Let's both fire a coil gun, Eisen, and both get that +2.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And I will
I'm-
take my attack as well.
may I go first so I can give you my
Yes.
chicken nugget? If okay.
But yes, please.
I'm gonna call up from the comms
Meta.
like to the whole everybody on the deck, and I'm just gonna be like, just get near it. You got this. We all got this.
So, do you want to offer up your chicken nugget in case we're both very unlucky in terms of rolling? It
Do I
has
have
to be
to ahead
before
of
we
time?
roll, right? Yeah.
Not before we roll. Chicken nuggets. You don't.
No,
have to do before we roll.
there's been nuggets.
What are you
given out
talking
for
about?
rolls.
Okay.
Both very unlucky. I just did 100 damage. Come on, dude.
Woo!
Let's back off.
Let's go.
That's very good.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I'm not set up to fire, I don't think.
Nope.
I'm just
that's
gonna
okay.
roll a flat d20, and I know what my modifiers are now, so I can figure it
All
out.
right.
3, 2, and 2, right?
I give you my chicken nugget, I guess,
Yeah.
in case you
If
need
you,
it.
well, yeah, you don't need to in advance.
Well,
you can wait.
I think
You don't
it's
need to until-
3
Yeah.
piloting, 2
Three.
deck. 3 piloting.
Amazing.
Isaac.
Yeah.
Isaac,
No,
you're
two or three.
the-
There you go, bro.
Okay, I've had enough. I'm going to physical dice. F it. F this noise and your
Oh, dude,
system.
no.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh my
so
god.
Let's see what
Yeah,
this
but I
is.
want to watch the threes
Let
keep
me
rolling
hate you,
in.
bro. F
No. Look, roll
You got
20
this.
has
This will
had
be a
enough.
4, I promise.
Roll 20 has had enough pain at my expense.
Believe.
Okay. So I rolled a natural 13. Finally.
That's
Okay.
gotta hit.
Okay.
Hell yes.
So that's
Yeah,
13
that-
plus 6 plus an additional
Plus-
2. So 13 plus 8. Should
That
All
hit.
right.
How- Damage,
That's
damage,
21.
damage. 44,
Yeah, now roll
44.
damage. It is 44.
Alright, so and I'll roll this one on the machine.
On
Guys,
the
we didn't
machine.
think past what
Oh,
happens if
man.
we succeed.
Yes.
So 110 damage. So a total of 210 damage to this creature.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
As the creature, these are both coil guns, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So as the creature strikes out with its tail, let me roll my 1d20 real quick.
Wait, which number are each of us?
1, 2, 3.
I still have y'all at the bottom. Moat 1, Tetsu 2, Actually,
Ah.
look, we're not in a bad round. We're not in a what am I trying to say? We were running low on time last week, and I wanted to do this. So since this might be the last one,
9.
I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna let people pick their numbers. We're gonna start with Moat, and then we'll go to Zeha because she picked 9 already. But we're gonna start with Moat because Moat is the potential death.
14.
Okay, Moat is 14.
9.
Zeha's 9.
20.
Oh man.
Or so it's 20.
Wow, you'll be
Alright.
super dead. That was a bad choice. There was only one bad choice, and that was it.
8.
I'm not gonna hit a
I've
nat
already
20.
rolled the.
Oh
I've
no,
already
no,
rolled
that's
the
not
attack.
first to hit.
Yeah, I've already rolled the attack.
Where it hurts.
I will go with 3.
3. All right,
And 8 for me.
and 8. All right, so I got 8 and 9 close to each other. That's pretty cool. So 8, 9, 20, 3, and 14? Question mark.
Yep, sounds right.
Roll it.
8.
Oh!
Who was that?
Eisen death
Fuck.
scene. But before this happens, can I
Zeha?
just say Len gives Eisen
No.
a high five for wolf hitting it?
Wait, was that Eisen or
That was
Zeha?
Eisen.
That's
Oh, that
Eisen.
was, yeah.
I got 9.
No,
Yep.
now here's the funny part. I'm the person with the most amount of health.
Yeah, you're probably.
Yeah.
It'll be
That's
really
true.
fun if it merged.
It's unlikely that you're dead because I don't think I hit you that much during the battle.
I think
No,
that was
you
the
guys
only
lost
one
poison, though.
we actually talked before the session, and that's the only person I think that could potentially take a hit at all.
How many
it.
stamina points do you have?
Oh, 24 of 32, and my hit points are 28 of 32.
Okay, you're fine then. You're not even gonna take a injury, honestly.
Huzzah!
Nice.
Holy
You see
crap.
this tail come through. It comes through. Basically, like the tip pierces, like we're gonna say the gunner's the gunner's cockpit, and boom, right into the tip of the tail, right into Eisen. Your forward shield goes down. Your ship takes a remaining 23 hit points,
Ooh.
and Eisen
Okay.
I'm gonna give Eisen half damage, so Eisen takes 16 piercing, and I need a fortitude saving throw.
Fine. When it pulls back, because I assume that it's gonna try to remove its tentacle, can I make, because I do the quick draw shenanigans, can I make an attack on the tentacle with my blade to try to slice it?
I'm gonna say no.
Sadness.
Yeah.
Can I roll the critical effect for that hit?
Yeah, when we get there. Let's go Eisen's fortitude.
Oh, I apologize. I was trying to do math.
Oh,
Uh,
a critical effect. No.
Yep.
We have to drop our
16.
ship back to malfunctioning.
You said it's 16.
Yes, 16.
I put it back to malfunctioning. Actually,
Okay.
is it still a turn where it's a normal right now?
No,
Right.
at the end of the turn, it goes back.
Yeah, it's right
The
at the end
critical
of this
effect
thing.
is rolled before
And then-
the end of the.
And you said I took 16 damage, correct?
Yeah, you took 16 piercing damage.
I put it back to
Perfect.
malfunctioning.
And Zeha,
Yeah,
I think
hold
it's just
on.
treated as being less. It's not actually less, you know?
All right. Eisen, you become poisoned.
There it is.
I'm
Welcome
gonna
to the
put
club.
I'll put a green dot on you. If I can figure out my dots here. All right, boom. You're poisoned. You take. Nope. You actually nope. You do take damage because you haven't taken damage from this. You take.
I did before. If it's the same poison as the babies, I
It's
did
not.
before. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Oof.
Oh.
you take 6 poison damage.
Okay.
That's HP. That's HP damage. Yeah, and you're gonna be going down the same track and everything, but it is a stronger poison basically. Higher DC, called something different, and you take more damage.
Oh, it's probably harmless.
Probably harmless. Here, I'll read out a good one for y'all. You ready? Just because I don't think it actually matters, but it tells you kind of how bad this could be. At the dead state, the victim's body disintegrates into dust. A creature that dies as a result of blah 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 toxin can only be brought back to life by spells such as Miracle, Wish, or another similarly powerful effect. There you go.
Oh, so it's a disintegrating poison. Fun.
Yeah, the guys with the old disintegration poison should have seen it coming.
Yeah, got hit with it.
But
Toxic.
as this tail comes through, does damage, you watch these two coil guns shoot out simultaneously. I will go ahead and tell you 180 hit points left.
Oh,
You watch,
Oh my god.
you watch this creature get basically like the poison would do to you, disintegrated into dust, as it doesn't even really have time to scream out. And we'll go ahead and drop out of Starship Combat as you guys are going to roll these crit effects.
Holy shit.
I was about to do something
Thank
drastic.
Fuck.
I had one
Oh.
last Hail Mary in me for an idea on how to save the ship.
I thought you were saying it had 180 hit points after the 210.
No. It had 180 and y'all did 210 damage.
No way.
Mind you,
Oof.
Carrick, escape pod is what I don't know if
no.
that's what you were thinking of, but that's what I was thinking of. Hail Mary.
No, I was gonna ask Waffle, seeing as I have a reaction and everything. I was going to grab its tail as it pulled out and try to just get it to fight me for one turn as I fly in its face,
Okay.
so that
I
it
w-
doesn't hit the ship.
I
was
would
my
have
plan.
probably, I don't know, I would have made you roll for it, but I'd have tried to say yes because it's like it's a death shot
Right.
kind of thing. Because what I was going to remind y'all is if anyone wants to do a distraction, you're not
What I
stuck
was
to the ship. You can run outside.
right.
Well, that
I
kinda
was
got me thinking,
saving
we
it for
have-
one more hit because I thought we had one more hit.
One of the
And
things
you
that
did.
one of the things that we upgraded about the ship when we were last in Absalom is actually rounding out our escape pods to hold 6 so we can actually all fit and escape. I'm curious if that would have gotten us off or if that would have just jump ship.
Yeah.
Poop out the escape pod.
It's like
Just-
the little ball thing in Jurassic World that they get trapped
Yeah.
in. And
Yeah.
I was going to say you literally, it's like rolling a bowling ball through sand. It's just like.
That actually might have been a
Doesn't go
good
anywhere else.
distraction, though. Like, if we could have launched it at the thing, so it could have tried to, like, attack it instead of us. That might have
But
been
it's
useful.
It's dead. All right. I need one crit effect.
Moat.
All right, Mo, don't fuck this up.
I
Oh, thank
mean,
God.
that makes sense, right?
I mean, it works.
Like,
That makes a
if
lot of
it
sense.
attacked
Perfection.
me, right?
That
makes
was the
sense,
Eisen gun.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, that was cinematic as fuck.
Yeah.
Boom.
I love it when the rolls work.
Right? My dice tell the story.
Yep. So you're
Love it.
forward, and it kind of goes like through the forward arc a little bit, hits the turret as well, because the turret's obviously glitching as well, and pulls its very large stinger out of Eisen. At the same time, like basically, it's like pulling its stinger out, and you just like from the forward cockpit of the gun, you just watch the tail like hit the ground as there's no more manta ray connected to the tail.
I'd like to climb back up, like breathing hard, like lean onto a computer and like smack a button to do a scan of the area.
I immediately begin treating Eisen.
What was that?
That was the police car.
Also got cops outside.
Oh, they got him for me.
Wanted.
The emergency services for our broken ship.
Okay, so Zayav's doing a scan. Okay. Bing. The scan kind of pings out over the area. You sense 4 of the smaller manta rays, like hovering around for a second and then retreating.
Cool. All right.
You even
Like,
for
hey, yo.
flavor wise, you hear like 2 of them like ping against your ship, but like they can't do any damage.
Eisen status check. You all right?
Like, I want to say like he spits up blood, but he doesn't have any sort of like he doesn't have that. So
Some
I think what you
pebbles
just hear is
fall
like
out.
no, like yeah, you hear like the breaking of like glass or like yeah, you hear like the breaking of
grass.
of glass or like crystal, and just static on the other end as he like is vomiting energy out of this wound as like he tries to like cycle the poison out of his body and is failing to do so.
He vomits
he's-
shards of glass into Len's face.
And and as he's failing to do so, and you guys are like kind of gathering the situation, Eisen, and another 14 seconds.
I said I wanted to treat him as soon as this wrapped up.
Oh,
Can
sorry, I
roll?
didn't hear that. Yeah, for sure.
And by roll, I mean actually, I probably do need to hit like see for the poison. It's different.
This one's a little different. It's not.
Does a natural
huge.
20 for a 34 work?
God
I mean, I
Damn
don't.
it,
Yes.
Arsenal.
Thank you for
Yes, it does.
okay, all right.
All right, you have a +4 to this fortitude
Ridiculous.
save.
I'm rolling in person now because the natural
Your
20 was
rolls
taken.
piss me
so,
off, Arsenal. I
Go for
swear to God.
let's see.
Barso takes all the roll 20 look.
I could have done during combat, but I chose not to.
7.
So
So
7
7
plus
plus
your-
my fortitude of 5 plus 4. I don't think it's enough.
16 again.
16.
16 enough,
Oh.
yeah.
16 is not enough. You. All right, so I wasn't gonna pull up this tracker, but
No.
He's gotta do math.
Len starts calling. Tetsu, I'm bringing Eisen down. Need your help.
This
I
was
think he
a-
actively tries to climb down and falls partway.
this was a proper treat poison too, right? Like it's
Yes.
gonna last forever, basically.
Well, it's gonna last, I think, until the next turn. Let me see.
Okay.
Because my other one is. I think the other ones are just in case the poison tings more than once around.
Gotcha. Okay. But he failed, and he's gonna have to roll another.
Yeah, he's not looking
Right
so
now-
hot.
Right now, you're currently impaired, and you are
Tetsu
moving down the
is-
tracker.
Okay, but if
Coming out.
we're in initiative or in turn order where rounds matter, we each probably will be doing something. So
Yeah. I mean, y'all can do what y'all want. This is literally so rounds are like 6 seconds. I assume everything that's gonna happen that's not Eisen, like doing stuff, is gonna take like minutes. So if y'all want to help Eisen, go for it. Otherwise, we'll just jump to what y'all are doing like over the next minute.
yeah, I mean, is it these things we talked about? We said it stacks, right? So we're all hands on deck on Eisen. Moat's out of the woods.
Yeah, anyone that wants to roll,
I want to call.
like if you're
call
if you're
Moat out.
trained in medicine and you want to roll treat poison, I'm letting them stack because I haven't read otherwise yet.
Dr.
Okay.
Len, does this med patch help at all?
Not particularly unless you have a med kit, or we can give it to the medical bay. That'll help.
Alright.
He's really heavy.
Med patch would just allow someone that's not trained to do it at a +10.
Which is me, but if we
Oh, then that would. Sorry.
Yeah, it wouldn't help
You'd roll
Dr. Lin do
D20.
it basically.
you say untrained, you mean no rank, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean technically, but Tetsu, can you help?
I'm helping.
Okay. I as we are bringing Eisen to the med bay, I will cart Moat with us so he's not alone in the hallway.
Okay.
Or sorry, they are not alone in the hallway.
Yeah.
I like that we
You
just jumped them down like a hallway, just like.
Do you give them back their mask?
Oh yes, for sure.
You mean our mask? It's ours now.
No,
Yeah,
it's the
'cause
gunner's
if
mask. I'm
Dr. Lin ran to Eisen to assist, I would like wherever that mask was left, I would gather it up as I like place it on Moat's chest, and I'm just like, thank you. It's dead. We didn't need to use it. It's fine. Come on. And I
If
push you.
it's on my chest, you hear in your head, that goes on my face.
I'm pushing you to the med bay because Eisen comes first in this immediacy of 6 seconds. But if yeah,
Good job on killing it.
all right, Tetsu, start with the roll, I guess. Right, you're helping.
I need
Uh,
who's helping. I need to know before rolls start. I don't want someone to be like, all right, you failed. I'm helping.
Right.
yeah, I am.
Just Tetsu and I believe.
Okay.
The doctors.
While
one of which he
Zeha goes and gets Mo, Tetsu and Dr. Lin are trying to treat Aizen. Okay.
30, dang it.
Only 30.
It's,
I rolled an
sorry,
11.
DC natural 20. You failed.
Oh, man.
You rolled an 11
No.
total?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a fail. You have a +4 to this one, Aizen.
All right, I'm gonna roll on the computer this time.
Man, you got a med school
D-
Tetsu.
d-
Absalom
does
Station.
the med bay
Learn
do
from
anything
watching
here?
you.
I'm just asking, just to make sure.
Dr. Lin, does your med bay do anything here?
Not particularly. I just thought it would help if Zeha wanted to like get on and like help
It's
us with
thematic.
Aizen, but it's thematic, it makes sense.
For sure. Okay.
I think it helps for longer term stuff.
Yeah, it might help for like the bed rest.
Oh,
Exactly.
11 is higher than 7, so 11 plus 4 is 17.
But
1
that
plus 4
already
is
has your
15.
stuff.
No, yeah, you're right.
Five.
You're right.
Yeah,
So
it's a
it's
natural
only-
6.
Yeah, it's a natural 6.
All right.
15.
Aizen falls to the
Jeez.
staggered condition, which we'll go over. We'll go over all this later. But for
He might not need to. He might just die.
for
So-
flavor and
That's fair.
purposes, currently Aizen is only capable of taking mental actions.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Hold on, give me just a quick
That's
second
going
here.
fast.
Oh no, that's immobile. Sorry, the victim is staggered,
Yeah.
except he can still take
Oh.
a purely mental full action. So you could like cast a mental spell, I guess. I don't know what that actually means, but so basically, right now Aizen can take a move or a standard, like for intents and purposes of like how bad he looks.
I imagine like he is actively sparking, like big time. His energy is like actively trying to escape his body
Sure.
at this
He will
moment.
kill both of us.
So, a med bay, which acts like a medical lab, allows you to treat up to 3 patients at once, and you can use the treat deadly wounds task of the medicine skill twice per day on each patient.
That's for hit points and stuff.
It otherwise
It
functions as
being-
an advanced medical kit. What does an advanced medical kit do?
Plus
Let's give it
2
like a
to
plus
treat
2 or something.
drugs, diseases, and poison. So that's good.
Oh, so I had a 13.
That's good for Tetsu.
Doesn't make it.
Okay. Does it, even if I'm not trained and I
I might
use a med patch, that doesn't stack on top of that, right? Because we talked about med
It
patch is
doesn't.
not.
Yeah, it's an item DC basically. So like grenades and those type of things that have item pluses. That's what you get. You get that plus.
Right, if y'all are yelling that this isn't working, I'll fucking slap my med patch on there.
All right.
Zeha just walks over. Laugh. How is that helping?
Flex tape.
I still have the duct tape in my hand, so I'm like, oh shit, sorry, hold on.
She's been just slapping tape on everything that's sparking.
You know,
She's
I mean-
like beating him with a wrench.
It worked in engineering. What are you talking about?
ion tape.
Yeah.
It adheres to itself based on electric charge. So put it on Aizen
That's-
and just
There you go.
That's what happened.
All right,
All right,
so
let's roll this next
All right.
one.
Aizen's dying. I know we're making jokes, but I need some medicine checks here.
Guys, we gotta let him die. He died last time first. Gotta do it again.
Another nat 20.
oh my god, dude.
Well,
I
that's
rolled a
36 now.
natural
Does that
1.
make it?
oh my
I rolled a
god.
nat 1. Why are you the way you are?
Does someone have a chicken nugget for Carrick?
That's a
Yeah, I could
20.
use one
No,
too.
no, I need the chicken nugget for my roll.
The 20. So
It's a 23.
yeah, right, because it's a natural 13, so plus 10.
Yep.
20.
All right. You have a +8 to this, Aizen.
Okay.
There's no way you can fail
And-
this.
Yes.
Are there any other chicken nuggets on the table? I ask before I
No.
roll.
We'll find out after.
You already ate mine.
Okay.
Let him die.
Well, surprisingly, if there was any way that he'd want to die, disintegration is actually high on his list of death methods.
Well,
That
then
makes
embrace
sense.
to know.
As weird
Roll
as
the
a
one.
sentence as that was.
That did make sense.
Please survive.
Ah,
14.
Thank God.
Plus
Plus
8.
22.
Yep,
Plus
that's got
8.
it.
22. All right. So, Aizen, you're stuck at staggered condition. Moat's stuck at the
DC-3.
mobile condition.
But is he saved? Or is he gotta make
Yeah,
another-
he saved. It's DC 19.
So what is.
And
Yeah,
he had a
but
+8 to
sometimes
this.
that's to save multiple times.
Nope. It's a 1 cure still.
Yeah.
So now,
Luckily.
the following day, do they have to make further checks?
No, they will just continue to move down. So I'll kind of bring you out of this situation. So you guys get Eisen out of the woods. Moat is also in rough condition, but from Dr. Lin, Tetsuze, all of you checking on them, Moat is not dying anymore, just in very rough condition. Your ship is also in very rough condition. You estimate it's going to take about 3 days of round the clock work to get the ship into like good condition. So like power core being fully ready to launch, holes in the hull patch from the tail coming through to not get people sucked out.
But we do have power, so we can
You
breathe.
do have power, and with each day of bed rest that y'all are, or with each day of repairs that y'all are making the ship, is one day of bed rest for these two. Does anything go down, or any, like, obviously I just came out of a death defying situation? You wanna anything like go down during those 3 days? Talks with the bed rest people, etc. Grace, etc.
I do need bed rest, and also, well, I guess it won't matter, but too much. But for how my nanites work, it's usually in reaction to damage. Can I activate them outside of damage, or do I have to like poke myself to kind of waken the nanites?
For all flavor purposes, I think you definitely have to, like, you have a way of activating them. I'm not gonna say you stab yourself in your arm or something, but like
Scarification.
whether you like thump yourself in the forehead or like you have a way of activating the nanites.
Tetsu, come here.
I just smack it. Yeah, you just
You
watch
get
me
Zeha
like
to slap
headbutt
you.
the wall.
You have something on your shirt.
Zeha, I am very wounded. Can you punch me in my wound, please?
No.
You're very
Oh, sure, no problem.
goodness.
Wow, her
Please,
punches deal
perfect.
negative damage.
I
Len
slap
will
you
pretty
with
much
all
be
four
like-
hands.
It's like blasted back. Len will be caring for the people in the med bay pretty much every like hour we're not working on the ship. He seems to be just in his element, caring for sick people. And I'll also be like treating deadly wounds on them as much as I can.
Okay.
That'll heal like
Yeah,
4 hit points.
Yeah, it would be a lot of rolls that we're not going to go through, considering you're about to take 3 full days to. Sorry, those ship sounds are getting on my nerves. Considering you're about to take 3 full days to go through repairing the ship and everything, and then whatever time you're going to spend in the drift, I'm just going to say everybody comes back to full HP.
Okay.
Okay.
Yay.
Yeah, I can
Normally,
give
if you-
people field
normally if y'all were
dressings all day
dungeon-
long.
Yeah, I don't want this to become like a Pathfinder 2e thing where you are like, all right, we long rest and get all our hit points back. Cool. I want y'all to understand the seriousness of the situation. Like, if y'all were dungeon delving, you get, like, I think it's your level. Maybe at most it's your level times 2 of hit points back.
Mm-hmm.
And then like every rest you take, and then otherwise you have to be healed, which is either spells, which y'all don't have, or Dr. Lin doing treat serious wounds. If you're not in your ship, so like if y'all are dungeon delving, Dr. Lin could treat serious wounds once a day.
And field
So, like,
dressings,
it's-
baby.
Yeah, so like it's pretty hard to get your hit points back. Like Tetsu would take a while to get his hit points back.
Mm-hmm.
It would take about 4 minutes to get my hit points back.
Is that indefinite, or is it like 1 minute per day or something?
What? No, I have to spend a resolve point each time I do it, and it has to be in reaction to damage. So I'd have to like cut myself for like 1 point and then heal 9, and yeah.
And it just
Oh,
okay.
like yeah, heal 10 but net 9.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well,
And then if you ever happen to get attacked while you're sleeping with 0 resolve points, you'd die.
Oh yeah, I'd be
Right,
dead.
yeah.
It's not a wise choice. It's just a choice.
Sure. Yeah.
meanwhile, I was only hit for some stamina,
Yeah,
so I'm
like,
I'm winded.
Yep.
I took a bruise.
And an hour later, Zeha finishes her monologue, and this is why poison is dangerous. Should avoid
Okay,
getting
Mom.
Trying to get poisoned.
But for all intents and purposes, sorry, you have something, Tetsu?
No, you're good.
Okay. Go ahead, Eisen.
I was just gonna say during that first day, he would definitely while Moat and him, I imagine, are like in beds right next to each other, just like convalescing that first day. He'd just kind of look over, seeing the damage that was done, and especially that scar that he imagined he had to watch Len sew up, that pierced his entire body.
Yep.
And he'll just be like, "I'm sorry that I was too weak. I should have been better. I could have gotten you here faster. I'm sorry. I should have done better."
Dude, I'm alive. I don't know how, but I'm alive. Thanks. I don't really know what all happened after collapsing in the sand, but I vaguely remember being on your back or something, and then being in the ship and lots of loud sounds and the power went out. I don't know. Thought I was done. My back hurts.
Yeah. I wouldn't look in the mirror for a while. But Len said everything should be in place. So that's at least good. I should be better than this. But it was just so big. If I hadn't done what I did, if we hadn't just gotten lucky, I think we'd all be dead.
Yeah, we gotta take this more carefully. I didn't realize those kinds of things were out there. That was bad. Yeah, that's bad.
Hear like a climbing noise outside the hall as like Tetsu's head pokes in through a hole. Bolt gun.
One goes to Ryan, shoots Mo.
At some point when like people are more in the groove of or when Mode is more capable of mental actions, he's definitely going to send Wasp around to anybody doing repairs and speak through Wasp, just giving advice on no
Backseat,
to the left.
backseat engineering.
Backseat engineering, yeah.
You just have a little laser attached that draws exactly how to fix everything, like a balancing laser. It just says,
"Oh man,
repair here."
Just stop,
that'd be great.
dude.
If I had like a projector on it that could just like show where like the diagram would be of.
Hey, Moat won't leave me alone. He keeps telling me how to bolt the ship back together. Make him stop.
What? Sorry, what was that? Can't hear you as I run like away from wherever Wasp is. Hide away. I'm too busy fixing the in the kitchen as I like run down to the engineering bay.
You said the wrong thing because you said kitchen. Now he goes running. Where's the kitchen?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Almost on my
that's
kitchen.
right. That's the right thing to say. I don't.
Yeah.
Well, for Tetsu maybe, but for Moat, good. Yeah, go to the kitchen. I don't care.
Oh no, yeah. When Wasp eventually comes around, it's just like, oh, Moat. Hey, Wasp, Moat. I think Tetsu is not asking where to place a screw. Should he be screwing anything? Just to like get you concerned to like run in the other direction.
I think he's putting them in upside down.
Yeah, Tetsu. I think that's upside down.
Not. Please stop helping.
Wasp flies over for a second, flies back. Stop bullshitting me. I'm just watching. I live for this.
Why is Tetsu screwing from the outside of the ship? I don't get it.
Yeah.
If you don't make mistakes, I won't say anything.
To be fair,
Alright.
my engineering is +9, whereas his is +4. So he's probably making more mistakes than I am.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm making a sandwich, you said.
No, I was throwing Wasp off.
But
There's
not
one
the
thing I
not
want
the
to do. Sorry.
Go ahead,
Ah,
Dustin.
damn it.
I'm sorry. But like the first day while Eisen's like immobilized and Len's like properly treating like the two of them and stuff,
You inject him with the adaptations here.
I just start stabbing him. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But
She was already full of it.
Len does want to like examine Eisen as subtly as he can, and while he's just kind of sitting there like to see if anything's
Helpless.
going a bit funky after his Super Saiyan moment.
Okay.
'Cause,
Give me a medicine check.
I guess also while that is being rolled, as Waffle says the GM, like, what did we see? Like, I know the moment
What do you
happened,
mean?
but we made a lot of rolls and like percentiles.
Yeah.
But like, what did it look like from everybody else's perspective? Those that were on the ship, those that were closer.
Yeah, I think he kind of explained it. The ship will be a little harder because like the sandstorm was encroaching, and while you weren't completely enveloped in it yet, like there was still sand kind of being thrown around. But basically, imagine like the smallest mini lightning storm you can imagine, and it was like centered around a person. And then you saw Eisen run way faster than a humanoid should be able to when they're carrying someone like Tetsu in their arms. That was the big deal. It was basically mechanically Tetsu didn't hamper them down to like fully half speed, and they got to like run, jump over a creature, and grab Tetsu all in one. It was a one quick motion. That was the burst of electricity, and then Eisen kept running.
Kill him.
17 medicine check for Dr. Lin. You sticking with that? You sticking with your natural 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
+2
I
because
don't
of
have a
that guy.
chicken nugget. Someone ate it. Oh yeah. Wait, that's not a +2's only for certain things.
Yeah. So 17 total. You give Eisen a look over, and I mean, minus the fact that he's bedridden, poisoned, and not looking horrible, you can't really find anything.
Okay. Yeah, then we'll
looks
just
to be okay.
then we'll like almost get like a curious like bell tilt for a moment, and then just go back to work.
You know what would have made that easier? If you had let him die and done an autopsy.
Ah, you're right.
True.
Could have cut him right open. Maybe sold off some of the pieces.
You could have used all his rocks to make babies.
No, I would have disintegrated. There would have been nothing left. There would have been
Oh,
there would have been no.
You could have used all his dust to make babies.
If you kill him now, he's helpless and you can autopsy.
That's true.
That's true. He's no longer poison. All right.
Oh man.
To not
Sorry.
skip over all of like the time this takes, like I don't want y'all to just think it happened super quick or anything. You guys spent 3-4 days here. Eisen is pull up this tracker. Eisen becomes healthy. Mode is still weakened as you guys are basically ready to take off and do whatever you need to. Obviously, and intermittently, you guys have powered up the starship, recharged your spacesuits when you have to power it down to work on it. You've activated life support, etc., all through that. But after dying, it's been a rough 3 days. For all intents and purposes, it's been a 3 days that only really main character PCs heroes could do. Like after dying, getting stabbed, you immediately go to repairing a spaceship and getting off a planet like this.
I would say that just for additional flavor, I don't think I will get necessarily anywhere, but once Moat is up and about and maybe themselves actively working on some more repairs or however, and my time is freed up a little bit, I would go back to like making sure we have downloaded all the footage of the riddles, worked on, not the riddles, I don't know if they're riddles, the poems, we'll say, and just working on them, working them out, Googling what I can, or what do we call Google again?
Hubble.
Hubbling what I can about the languages, just taking the time that I can to work on it and start some a shared Google Drive of notes, basically, on this, and then I'm sorry, shared Hubble Drive, and then if everybody deems it safe, I would like to do another like step out closer to there.
Eisen would be iffy about letting anyone go to where theoretically is a manta nest, considering that like
Fair
the babies
enough.
may want vengeance.
Then from I will like open maybe the bay door or whatever and check the magic from this far away, see if it's still blinding and things like that, and take notes on that as well.
Yep. Give me a mysticism check. I almost said Arcana.
19.
Okay. You kind of like open the bay door. You're for the most part staying in the ship, letting detect magic ring out. It is still blinding. It's a little less blinding from here, which makes you think it's definitely originating from like the pillars, like the pillar area. And kind of, I'll tell you with this mysticism check, kind of a double thought in your head is the sensors aren't blinded. So it's fully magic. It's not like electrical signals, radiation, nothing like that. Like it is fully 100% magic because your ship sensors did fine.
Is it solely in the air, or like is the sand also blinding? Like if I just scoop up some sand in my hand.
To be honest, you can't tell. Just it's literally that powerful. Like it feels like it's coming from everywhere. Like you can't even properly cast detect magic right now.
Okay, I'll take some samples just in case.
Okay. Vials of sand.
Mm-hmm. And anything else that I can access, but I'm assuming just sand.
Vials of air. You're just gonna wave it around.
There we go.
Mode will have Wasp do a few extra, I guess, adventures, excursions around the area as they're laying in bed on the ship. But we'll say as I assume as Wasp passes over the area where the fight originally happened, the body of that one Dusk Manta is still present.
Yep.
And I assume the tail of the mama is still there at the foot of the front of the
like
ship.
the stinger and like an eighth of the actual tail itself.
Heck yeah, keep those things. What's gonna be like?
Turn it into
Hey,
a sword.
Someone grab those. Last time we didn't grab a creature's, body. We lost out on money. Let's sell this shit.
Is that like a
Okay.
tradition
That's a
of
very
yours?
good point.
Is that like a thing that you do? Is it like a
I don't-
reward or a claim of a fight won?
Not really. Just these things are kind of brutal, and I doubt many people in the Pact worlds know what these things are, so they could be valuable. Shit, if they can milk the poison off of the little one or the big one, then we can make bank selling
There's
that
something
shit.
sort of symbolical about taking something, a memento. I like it. She's gonna walk away.
You
Thinking
think?
about it.
Say
I
how's
thought
gonna
about
start collecting fingers now.
Yeah.
Oh god.
like Eisen has a little bit of a morbid look on his face of just like, what are we gonna be collecting now?
You see her
You
then
say-
take vials of the sand.
Yep.
Right.
Say how it turns into
I own you,
Hannibal.
planet.
She starts eating some of it.
You always need trophies.
If there's any trophy that I think Zeha would keep, it'd be rings, because you have so many
I mean, that's
fingers.
true.
Right, yeah.
Ooh, that's true. I can wear
Or-
so many rings.
Or bracelets.
Tw-
Bracelets
20
would be
rings
good
of protection. Easy.
Can we take some of the
Oh,
Santa Manta
Jesus.
hide and yeah, can only if only the rules allowed that. And make it into like a bracelet of some kind. Like a tanned leather.
Guess you're just gonna leave the body parts in the cargo hold and leave that all to you guys.
I'm sure you guys all have a good survival skill to do that.
I actually do have survival.
Oh, nice.
I have a 0.
Yeah. All right. Stop me if you don't, but I imagine you guys at least take off from this planet and into space. About 3 to 4 days have passed. Remember, it took you, I want to say, 2.5 to 3 weeks to get here. So now you're pushing the 24-25 day area. As you enter back into the vast into space itself. What's up, Mo?
Depending on where we're going, wouldn't we only have like a couple of days travel in the drift if we were going to Absalom Station, even from the vast?
Yeah, it's pendant. If you're jumping back to Absalom, you'd have, I want to say it's 1d6 plus 1, so like it's 2 to 7 days, basically.
Gotcha.
I think
but
we should go to Absalom.
As this is just you guys pulling out into space for the first moment, and as you guys pull out, Dr. Lin, you get a message that kind of comes across your comm unit, and it's just words. It is from Sana.
Oh shit! I forgot to call it back. Oh.
It says, I only had the one call from so far away. Castrovel is bad. Visit when you can. And that's where we'll go ahead and take a break.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez.
Dun,
Oh boy!
dun,
Holy crap!
dun. Okay, guys.
Everything's
Pretty
bad.
Everything is
Castrovel.
bad, including us. But one thing I want to say very quickly before we do go on break is, if you are not a member of our Discord, please, I highly recommend to join. For one reason already, which is that Lenny, the insanely fast drawer, drew a meme of Moat. Please go look at it. It's, I think, one of our first, no, not our first, one of our first fan arts, which I absolutely adore. And if Lenny approves, we'll go onto our Twitter for sure as well after this. It's hilarious and I love it.
Holy crap! That was fast.
Bitch. Amazing. Okay, so shout out Lenny. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We're gonna go on break. We'll be as I smack my mount. Okay, we'll go on break. We'll be right back, and we'll see what we blew up in the process. What remains of Castrovel? All right, friends.
Bye.
I pressed the mute and unmute too fast, but we're back now.
Boom. We did
Oh
it.
my gosh!
We're back. We didn't die. To follow up from the last question we asked, here's the question of the day.
Why always a question?
Because people want to know. That's the important part. All right. Question of the day. Greatest redemption story.
Gonna take 20 hours.
I wonder what people are going to say.
Now, I want. Okay.
there
Yep.
you
I don't know who that is. That's what I want though. I don't want anyone to say spoilers. I don't want anyone to say what it's from. I just want the name of a character.
Not good at these.
Johnny Joestar.
Okay.
go. Johnny.
Okay.
Nico Robin.
Okay. I don't know who that is either.
It's One Piece, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, shut up.
No, I was just checking that I remember that.
Headphones off.
We'll just stick with Snape because I can't think of anything.
Excellent. Full circle.
Fair enough.
Goodness. All right. I don't have one.
My catch-all answer.
So, I think we end with the Snape one because that one was way too good.
All right.
Whew. All right. My favorite redemption story, though, is these 5 heroes. All right.
Wow.
Boo.
That was
As
bad.
they're floating in space.
Not really redemption
Literally
story.
6 of the 5 almost died.
6 of the 5?
Yep. 4 of them had holes in them. And now Dr. Lin has a message.
How do
right.
6 of 5 almost die?
Yep.
1.2% or 1.2 of us died.
120% of y'all almost
100%.
died.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure.
Len takes
Why
about like
physics is hard.
Len takes about like 10 minutes to respond to the text, just think about what he's gonna say, but eventually responds. Well, I know Castrovel's. Wait, why am I counting words? This isn't a message. I know Castrovel's bad, but I didn't know it was that bad. I'll be there when I can, but things are a touch complicated. Hope you're doing well. And then we'll say.
That awkward end.
And with all your... What's your bonus to physical science?
Oh, I think 13.
Okay. With all your vast
Yeah, 13.
knowledge of space and not the life sciences, but physical science, as Moch holds up his mask and says, lived, bitch. I lived, bitch. Boom.
I love how customizable that is. That's sick.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
But with all of your vast knowledge of like space and the vast and the drift and stuff, you assume this message will probably make it back in about a week.
Okay.
Because that's just kind of where you are.
So at like the gang's next like meal or whatever we do, then we'll just randomly interject with, everyone. I've had a friend who has said that she has been that Castrovel's bad, and I know we need to go to Castrovel, so could like do that. Like if I could visit her while we're there, you know.
Bad how?
Queen got taken.
Oh, I should have asked. We'll probably send another text, but it'll probably arrive a day after. So.
Well, as soon as we enter back into the Pact Worlds, we can get a snapshot of the most recent data, and I'm sure we'll be up to date. But I think, do we need to go to Absalom first, or do we want to go straight to Castrovel? Although I'm not supposed to step foot on Castrovel.
None of us are, technically.
Zeha, like, just rolls her eyes at this exasperated, like,
Well,
let's not.
Yeah, wrong group for this.
Yeah.
alright, so I think we may need to go to Absalom just to, check up on the ship, make sure everything is good. I've got 1 or 2 things that I think we should probably upgrade real quick, if possible.
We don't have coins.
And it's true, but we might have the ability to do it. I don't know. I want to check. But then what do we think about bringing Tibble back in for this trip to Castrovel?
Well, first of all, we don't even know what is going on Castrovel, and if we need to go, or if there's anything that we can do, right? I mean, I know your
We
friend,
have to go
Dr.
there.
Lin?
Yes, a friend. But I thought we'd need to go there anyways for the riddle thing.
Oh, the riddle implied the portals. I don't think we have any access to that, right? Like, outside of out of character, we can't just go there. They don't let anybody in.
It's unlikely.
Tetsu raises
you
his
just go
hand.
there.
What?
We weren't supposed to visit or kidnap the queen.
No. I'm talking about... Shit, I need my notes, my full notes. This is in the capital. The portals are held under very heavy guard within the capital, not on some offshoot area that we ended up on.
We
From the
took-
riddle, though, it seems like it's different. Like it's in a different area. Tibble may actually know more about it, depending.
Is that true, Waffles? I didn't think it was in a different area.
It said to the
Are they
south,
really?
but
yeah,
it's like
it just said to the south.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's like
Yeah, it could be the
here's a-
south of the cluster of doors.
right.
yeah, like here's the door. Take the south one.
It's a the
what
line
I
I
got
think
out
is
of
being
it.
referred to says, "quote Take the furthest south." Unquote.
Yeah, to me that's like pick a path. Not that it's setting south more, but the thing is we don't know, so we need to do research. So I would say we probably need to head to Absalom. However, I don't know if we have the time on Absalom to do any major upgrades. It depends on obviously what you're looking to do, Moat. But I would say direct to Absalom to get at least an understanding of what's going on. To Absalom is the fastest way anyways out of the vast, right? So
Yes.
that's the beacon, and we can download our data and decide from there.
We also need to get the Starfinders to let us go into their secret basement to see the secret thing we don't know about, and also to go see the Starstone in the center of Absalom Station, which I'm sure is easily accessible.
I think I would like
And
to
also,
start.
oh, sorry, say hi. Go on.
I would like to start with the riddle that we likely have the most access to, which is going to be on Absalom. I agree, and perhaps that will allow us to learn more about what to expect within the following riddles.
Yeah, sure. I mean, that works. But I'd like, if possible, maybe this is kind of later on our to-do list, but checking out those drift coordinates. If we can possibly get a better drift engine anytime in the near future.
Yes, do you know the average cost of a drift engine? I got some
I'm
numbers.
sure Neth is.
Let me just. Oh my God, we shouldn't have called it.
Yeah,
Hubble.
we fucked up. I just thought of it.
Yeah, we should have called
Yeah.
it Nethusing it. Let's just Nethus
Yeah,
it.
that would have been good.
I think we mentioned it
That's
at one
true.
point.
It's been changed. Okay.
Retcon.
A drift engine
Oh,
signal
yikes.
booster engine rating 2 is a minimum of 100 PCU. Maximum size huge. Cost in BP 5 times your size category. So you're a medium. Your size category is 3. So it'd be 15 BP.
Yeah, I'm not sure that we can, though we can
It's
discuss.
sorry, I was gonna say it's probably your next level up. Because your starship levels up with you.
We're probably going to need one anyway, considering we'll need to explore the drift for one of the riddles.
Yes, we can discuss it with the Starfinders if we need to, and see what options we have for that. But it is curious that came up along with Grace, and one of the places is in the drift. Well, we assume anyways. So I think that's valid anyways. And yes, I do want to check those coordinates out, but they do move. Right, that's how the drift works. So
Right.
if it's a beacon, I don't really know the timing of it. All of which to say, I think we're headed to Absalom first to get as much more information as we can, and then I don't think we're ready for Tibble yet. Though I do know we need to pick him up. We can perhaps send your friend Jenna. Is that her name?
Jaina.
Jaina. Sorry. Yeah. Jaina. Perhaps we could. She tries to like
Jana.
enunciate it the same way.
Jaina.
Gina.
Perhaps we can shoot her a message as well, to let her know that, how's it going with the guest? Did sort of
Yeah.
just.
Plus, I doubt he'd be super keen to go back to Castrovel anyway.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
we tell
so
him we're
just-
going there. He might be, you know what? Just leave me on this shithole.
Yeah.
Or he's left already because he was not very keen to stay there very long either.
Yeah, fair enough.
We
He
we
did have
should
that
also
giant
see
robot to play with.
Oh, there.
Yes.
If they have the mech, we're taking it.
Yes, that.
If it's working, then definitely. I hope it entertained him enough to, keep his attention. But while we're still in the drift, can we take Grace out again? I have a lot of questions with these riddles.
I
I
don't see
think
why
that
not.
should be fine. Got some time to work with it, so might as well.
Can we have another quick Waffles, another quick question session with Grace while we're safe in
Sure.
the drift?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
You guys are for sure jumping to like Absalom and
Yes.
everything?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I need somebody to give me a 1d6.
20. Oh.
Go for it, Moat. You nearly died. You deserve a
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah, he hasn't done much rolling.
Or
3.
living.
3.
All
Yeah,
right,
that's
4
good.
days is the approximated trip.
And there's no failure
Not too
rate
bad.
with
Within the
Absalom,
drift, right? With it, like
Yeah.
okay.
Yep. And no, there's no there's no percentage roll attached to this. Just for like flavor purposes, obviously, you are still pulling pieces with you, which is like that's how drift travel works. Like you're pulling pieces of the universe elsewhere with you, but there's no real percentage. At least I think there is in Starfinder rules. I don't want to like misquote the rules or anything, but I'm not counting percentages when you're jumping back to Absalom Station, as long as you're jumping towards the Starstone. It's such
Makes sense.
it's such a beacon.
I think it's
that
like
you
1% or something.
yeah, you know where you're going, et cetera, et cetera. So
All right.
yeah, if you're in the drift, and if you want to pull Grace out, you can.
Yes, please. Welcome back, Grace.
Yeah, we plug her in to
Yeah.
this main system.
I don't know. She's still powered when we have her off the ship, so I don't know if you could sense the amount of magic in the air when we were on the planet. Were you aware of that, Grace?
No, I do not sense magic.
Do any of these vials, and I just like pull out like sand and some air and shit.
Do any what?
Do they give off any magic to you? And I would have also cast it as we were like leaving the area as well.
I am incapable of sensing magic as such.
Damn. Do I sense magic on them? I thought I'd get her.
Yes, you do.
Okay, cool.
Very blinding magic, but it's like now it's like a spotlight rather than a sun. Like for lack of better words, like you're not on a star anymore. You're just staring right into a very bright spotlight.
Yeah, that's fascinating. I'm glad I grabbed like that, honestly. All right. So can we have her analyze the photos, the writings, all that good stuff, confirm to our knowledge as Lanty now, potentially?
Sure. So you just have her kind of look over everything.
Unless anybody's opposed to like giving her that knowledge.
Give us the answers.
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, just have her analyze it, see if she has any unique insight onto any of it from her database.
Okay. She goes through them. It takes like a couple of hours for her to go through the full analysis. But she goes through them and she says that the first one seems to be rather old, retailing to the tales of old elves and potentially old, like, pre-gap things. She says that the second one, the first one is the pillar that is written in Elven. The second one is the one talking about a chase. And she says that she doesn't understand what this one is saying, really, at all. That none of these words resonate with her.
That's with the one in Chaki?
Yeah. She understands it. She can recite it back to you. Like, she understands the language. She states that in Chaki, they're like a very old race, but she doesn't, like, she can't comprehend the words themselves to mean anything.
Not even the base understanding that I pulled from it?
Yeah, she can get like that, but like not any.
Extrapolated from there. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. The third that she she tells you it is definitely written as in Aslanti. She gets the sense that it's talking about a singular article, a singular item, and that item is basically the reference of the entire poem, riddle, whatever you want to call it.
Tostan.
Does she know
Uh,
what the center of the Aslanti Empire is? Because I know it's different than like Pathfinder.
What do you mean the
regular
center?
lore. Right, like they're basically the Mongols, where they go out in the vast and try to claim other places. But there should be like a central place that is their like base,
Yeah.
right?
They actually, like, for all intents and purposes, and I'll tell y'all that I'm not sure if I'm staying 100% true to lore, but I'm pretty sure I'm very close. But for all intents and purposes, they don't like have a planet. They are a roaming fleet of ships.
Got it.
Like,
Got
that's
it.
all they really do. They conquer, they bring people on, they bring more ships. They conquer, they bring people on. Like, if they've conquered a planet, maybe they keep the planet, they use it for resources, etc., etc. But like, they don't house a home planet. They house
Got
a
it.
home large spaceship.
Don't steal Monk Butu's backstory.
Okay.
Time to Death Star this fool.
And then the fourth one, you see her attempt to kind of like make sense of it, and eventually she just kind of glitches out a little on it.
Interesting.
Perfect. That's all the more reason to go to Absalom, if you ask me. Does she, when she glitches out, does she like act like she doesn't just recall what she just did, or does she kind of say like, "Sorry, I can't seem to tell you that"?
Yeah, it's like a blue screen computer kind of. It's more of a, like, she remembers what she just did, but she's like, she goes back, tries to research the fourth one, gets stopped, goes back, tries to do the fourth one, gets stopped, goes back, tries to do the fourth one, until eventually y'all stop her, because she's just going to continue in that loop.
Grace, ignoring the poem or the riddle, what can you tell us on the Halls of Discovery? See if that glitches her out as well.
The Hall of Discovery is a little known secret kept within Absalom Station under the Starfinder. That's all she says.
Perfect. So she said under the Starfinder and then glitched?
Yeah, you got the sense she was going to say another word under the Starfinder, and then it's like ...
Okay, where is the Starfinder base located on Absalom Station? They have like a main tower, right?
Yeah, they have the Lore Spire complex.
Hmm.
That's their main base. But you get to sense, like, you guys have been around Absalom and kind of talked to the Starfinder Society. Like, you guys have been in the Starfinder Society, walked around a little more than we've even shown on stream. You guys get the sense the Starfinder Society reaches a little further than just the Lore Spire complex. Like, Absalom Station's probably like 40% theirs. It's like, obviously they're not like Genghis Khan taking it over, but they don't just stay at the Lore Spire complex. Like, they range.
Sure. Where we go to meet, is that in the Lore Spire complex, or that's somewhere outside, right?
That's in the Lore Spire complex.
Grace, is the Halls of Discovery located under the Lore Spire complex?
I do not know the location of the Halls of Discovery.
Hall of Discovery? It's not semantic, right? Just checking, because you said halls
Yeah.
and I wrote down halls.
Yeah. Well, I said halls, but maybe my S didn't come through. It's not semantic. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I did hear the S, but yeah.
All right, so interesting. Can you? I'm tempted to wipe the data from her in case anybody does grab her.
Blow her up.
Well, just request
It's not
her to
worth it,
delete
I think.
the records. But yeah.
She's useless.
Just don't give her any more power.
All right. Well, I don't have anything else. I just wanted to see what she did know, and it's fascinating that specifically the halls of discovery seem to have something to do with her.
I do have a separate line of inquiry that I'm curious about. And I don't know how to do this exactly, but I want to basically show her a scan of the tail that we took, like with the big stinger at the end, and ask her if she knows any sort of like uses for it militarily, right? Like I'm trying to probe her to see like what kind of like military content she has, if any, right? She'll be, if she starts throwing up schematics of like different weaponry with poisons or whatever.
Sure. She scans the tail and goes through many different like potential weapons that could be made out of it. They all come down to piercing type weapons. None of them involve poisons because the poison gland is not held within the tail.
Right.
But none of them seem to be high military type data. They're all like, this tail can be used to make a rapier. This tail can be used to make a short sword. Like, this could potentially make this. I'm an engineer. Woo.
Okay, so like nothing of like higher ordnance considering its size or whatever. All right.
Yeah, no.
Interesting.
All right. With that, unless anybody has any other ideas or lines of questioning.
Killer.
I have one small thing, but it probably won't lead anywhere.
Do it.
Grace, what do you think of your own name?
It is what I was given. I
What?
have told you what it stands for. It is me.
That was a glitch. Grace's part, definitely not our dog.
Yeah. Mhm. What value do you put in it?
What did you say? Did you say what value do you put in a name?
Yeah, like because when you are named, right, that is a certain value, but you have your own value in your own name, right? I'm trying to like get past whatever like logical side and trying to get her to answer emotionally.
Sure. You see like probably like a half-second pause. The same kind of pause you get from like some of the harder questions, like when she got asked like the like certain riddles and stuff. But it's not a huge pause or anything. And then she says, "A name is what you're given, what you're denoted, what you do. It is you."
What kind of grace do you want to do?
My name is an acronym. It stands for General Robotic Artificial Computers Expert. That is what I do.
But isn't your name also Grace?
It is Grace in the form of an acronym with all capital letters.
All right, I think that's a fail.
No, there's something interesting there, but I need to keep asking different versions of similar questions to get her past that point, and that's not worth doing right now.
Give her more USB sticks.
Give her the sticks. All right.
Give me more USB sticks right now, Isaac, or I will kill you.
Feed me data. All right. What's the plan? What's the plan, party?
Absalom Station, put Grace
Absalom.
away first.
All right.
Never
You don't
gonna-
put Grace away, you die.
Oh, it's the orc lady.
No, Grace just like opens the airlocks.
Yeah.
Fools.
I asked for more USB sticks.
Like
Is
pixie
you-
sticks for kids.
You guys come out of warp.
Absalon Station blew up.
And you arrive right in front of Absalom Station. Everything seems normal. Unless you guys are going to stop me, you doc.
Yeah, downloading as much of the latest data as soon as we get back into the network, to kind of get a snapshot, I would say, of the political situations that we have developed since our leave before we dock. That's all.
If they
Okay.
found the queen, especially.
Give me, everybody that wants to, give me a computer's roll.
Oh, hell yeah.
We can't do it untrained, correct?
22.
Can we
No.
26.
on this, or is this like a?
This is like a, it's not like time oriented, but it's like a skill in searching type thing.
Gotcha. And on top of doing the general check, mode is also going to be definitely checking the setup that they created for the video.
Okay.
Eesh.
I got going.
17.
Okay. 23 Dr. Lin, 26 Zeha, 17 Mo. Mo,
16.
16 Tetsu. Mo, you kind of look through everything. You don't find much on the interwebs, on the Hubbles, on the Nethuses. As you look over your setup, everything seems to be in order. You've had, trying to think of I was about to say like a couple more hits, but that's not exactly correct. Like if I could quantize it, like you've had like in the range of like 30 more hits on the video, on the like the intense, like
Inside.
yeah, find the QR code inside of the video. A couple more comments. Seems you're like building a following on it. You've also had a couple of comments of, why haven't we seen anything else? Is this person just a one-off?
Yep. Very good.
Yep. Tetsu, you don't really find anything on the interwebs, on the Hubbles, on the Nethuses. Dr. Lin and Zeha, both y'all meet the DC. Do y'all want to know the same thing or anything different? Tell me one thing y'all want to know.
Len's looking first if the queen has been found, but like then we'll look into the situation with Castrovel and like what Sonic could possibly have.
I'm gonna be looking at the political situation across multiple facets, like maybe cross-referencing how news is handling it in different planets potentially, but specifically with the focus on like elves in the capital, because I know that's relevant to us.
Sure. Okay. Dr. Lin, you see that the queen has been, air quote, found, and basically there has been a ransom offered for 500,000 credits. There's no location attached. There is just a discreet way to get in touch, and basically it says if anybody contacts this discreet way to get in touch with zero information, that they'll offer another discreet way to get in touch, and the bounty will raise by 10,000. As you continue to look into it, it seems that the bounty is currently at 710,000 credits.
Wait,
People are just
what?
calling it just to like troll them, or like
You don't know if people are calling it to troll them, if it's like the cops calling, like scanning it to try to figure out where they are, but you guys have been gone for like a month now.
Mhm.
And you kind of track it back, and you get the sense that she was found about 3 weeks ago. Like the ransom message was sent out about 3 weeks ago.
Wait,
So what's the bounty for then if she was found 3 weeks ago? I don't.
No, they gave a ransom 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, the bounty, the ransom, same thing. Basically, these people sent out a message through the interwebs, like the Queen of Savirian, of Castrovel, if you want to call her that, is here. The ransom is 500,000 credits. They said, "Here is the discreet way to contact us." Gave a code. If anyone contacts us that is not on the open up, we'll give you another way to contact us, and the bounty goes up by 10,000 for our trouble.
Got it.
The
Okay.
bounty's currently at 710,000.
Got it. Okay.
That's
For
crazy.
my brain, like when you first said that, my brain processed bounty is like what we would get.
Gotcha.
And I was like,
Right.
what?
Guys, we just need to scrape together 710,000 credits. We got this.
Yeah.
Well, no, but they already paid it, right? She was found, so.
No,
they
no.
have
Nobody
not
has paid
paid
Oh,
anything.
okay, got it.
She
Got
mean,
it.
wasn't
there have been-
found.
There have been
They're posting a ransom.
Got it.
And
there have been
and for
21
references,
attempts
like
to contact her.
yeah,
To contact them to work with this, but they have deemed that's not
You have to pay the
a
ransom to get her. You want
valuable
her
deal.
back? Give us this money.
Right. Got it.
Yep.
Got it.
And to give y'all a reference, like 710,000 or even 500,000 is on the let's buy this half of a planet kind of money.
Right. That's insane.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm. It's a lot.
I mean, think about it. Like, you guys have held 1,000, and your adventurers, which is considered rich usually in like D&D terms.
Well, I thought a beer was like 4 credits. So
Sure. I think 500,000 for granted, we're like you got to expand your mind a
100,000
little. Yeah.
Yeah,
You got-
level
you gotta-
19 weapons, 482,000. So, not no.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe I'm off a little. We'll add a 0 and call it 5 million. So,
Whoa, awful. Calm down. I'm just
5 trillion.
agreeing with you. It's a lot.
yeah, level 19 weapons can probably come close to wiping out at least buildings, if not starships. So
Mhm.
that's a good point.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
No. Yeah. I'm sorry. Second, Dr. Lin, you're checking into the situation on Castrovel itself. It seems that a militia type group, and the more you look into it, the less you think it's your militia type group because they seem too organized. Has basically taken over. The at least the Savirian capital of Castrovel. Like the
Let's go
Savirian
join the
continent.
insurgents.
Holy crap! Okay.
And that's what I mean by you think it's not your rebels kind of thing, because you don't the way you remember talking to VB and stuff, and at least seeing them, and the way you're reading this news media based on your computer's check just doesn't add up. You don't think this quick within a month
Violent.
they could do what's happening. Like it was like this day, arbitrary day, blah 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 was taken over. Next day, blah 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 was taken over. Next day, the capital was taken over. Next day, this was like it was literally back to back to back to back. They were all talking to each other. It was very organized.
Are they blocking travel?
Yes, very very particularly Savirian is theirs, and that's like they're holding it.
And like no visitors allowed?
Yes, no visitors allowed.
What if we
we're
ask
really
nicely?
cool?
I mean, you can try if you want. All right, Zayha, what did you want? You wanted the political situation kind of across everything?
Political situation, check in on different facets of the Pact worlds, and then a deeper dive into specifically Elven capital reaction.
Okay. Elven capital reaction, obviously, you can get most of it from Dr. Lin, minus the fact that kind of going into what you're looking at is with the queen being held hostage and somebody taking over Savirian, it seems Castrovel, the rest of the planet, is not responding as they're trying to think of a good way to say this. They're not happy about it. They also didn't immediately set war to Savirian because the queen's held ransom. Obviously, it makes sense from a diplomat point of view.
Wait,
But-
set war?
Yeah. You want me to hold on? What are you confused about?
Who's this?
The official government's not fighting the militia.
Oh,
Right.
The militia on Castrovel?
No, the militia on Savirian. which is on Casterville for all intents and purposes.
Yeah, the one that VV is a part of.
No.
I'm so confused.
Is
So,
VV not
the militia group? The militia group is
Dr.
not
Lin
VV's
doesn't
group
think
by
so.
the sounds of. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dr. Lin doesn't think so.
Okay.
And
They
Savarine
were
is
way-
like a different
they were way
country
too
for the
organized.
elves.
Right.
I'm
and
sorry. That makes more sense. When you said his group, I was thinking like the bigger context, not VV. I was thinking the people that Dr. Lem was associated with earlier.
That's why I went back and re-explained it, and I was like, by your group, I mean like VV. And then,
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Okay.
but political situation, Casterveld isn't immediately setting air quote war to Savarine, even though Savarine's been taken control of. That, from your point of view, a diplomat's point of view, makes sense. From the rest of the world's point of view, or the rest of the universe's point of view, with Absalom and other planets, doesn't make sense. Somebody's taken over an entire continent on a planet and there's been no reprimand from it. And in those points of views, the political situation from very many places, from Absalom to the Adari to Bretheta, are all very, we're gonna call it like high tense situations. And from your own diplomatic point of view, it's not close to breaking the pact yet, but you could see it going there.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay. And then, darn, I had a secondary question, but I don't remember it. That's fine. Okay.
Okay. If you think of it, let me know. That's what y'all get.
Are you guys sharing this information with the rest of us generally, or are you keeping it pretty close to the chest?
Yeah.
I'll share everything.
I would say basically as soon as we got out of Drift, we would be like syncing all our phones, and we're all like in the group space. Like, I see this. This is what this says. This is this. This article talks about.
Found a puppy picture. Adorable.
Save that for
I
later.
know it would be difficult, but with the information that
Only
Dr.
30
Len
hits?
has, can I roll a bodyguard check? It seems very weird the way that they're making that ransom work, and I want to just see if I can like pick out anything that is particularly odd about like that the way they're communicating, or just in terms of a bodyguard, if something pops into my head.
Yeah, you can give me a roll.
19, not great, but not bad.
Yeah, you get an inkling that they're not exactly looking for money. They're not. So ransoms are usually people that are like hurting for money. These people, how they're communicating, you definitely get the sense that they would take the money for the queen. They have no problem with that. But they're not hurting for it, and therefore they're taking zero BS.
Right.
It is, you have the money. If this signal that we trace back is coming from the Lore Spire complex on Absalom, cut the call plus 10,000. Like they won't even listen to it. Like they're not going to take chances for cops to call them, like et cetera, et cetera.
From the information and that bodyguard check, do I get the sense that the militia that is in control of the government currently is even interested in talking to them? Or have they just kind of been silent? Like, is there any sort of like, you know what I mean?
I don't. What are you talking about?
Right, because right now, the elves aren't, like, the elves that are in control of the capital are a militia group theoretically not tied to the queen. So they may not even have an interest in getting her back.
So that's actually kind of my question as well.
They might have
with the militia group. Like, do we find any connection for what we know we saw and who we saw take the queen and this militia group, and try to find anything with that like additional knowledge and if this is like
Yeah.
the same thing or not.
Yeah, with the questions and the rollover of computer skill, I'll say that it seems highly interesting, and it would be very hard to even have it go any other way. That the takeover was so quick after the queen got kidnapped that the militia group at least knew that the queen had been taken. At the very least, that information had been sold, and possibly they had been in ties with the same people that took them.
Waffles. Can
So-
I, as we're approaching Absalom Station, send out a couple messages asking a simple question, kind of just ask around? Are there a lot of mercenaries suddenly employed in the past couple weeks?
Yeah, I'll tell you, easy enough with your messages. Yes,
All right.
What do you
Then I
think?
will relay to the group.
like plus 200% than normal.
I relay. I don't know what exactly is going on, but with all, usually if there's something big going on and it's shady, mercenaries and Absalom would be the first to go. And we did have a contact dealing with weapons on Castrovel that we might now want to go talk to. We're interested at all on getting to Castrovel because they might have had a hand in helping supply mercenaries.
You talking about the black butterfly?
But
Len
regardless,
tenses up and like looks horrifically uncomfortable when you mention that.
Yeah, hold on. Before we go out and do that, I don't, with the really intense
Not saying
situation
we
on
should.
Castrovel, I don't know if we can go.
now might be the best time, because if mercenaries from here are helping the militia, which I think they are because there's so many employed and militia took over so quickly, there are many not elves around places where elves only are usually allowed to go.
Okay, if we
well, we shouldn't be hasty. We shouldn't get
I
involved.
think-
Like,
No, I
I think
agree.
we should. Why don't you want to?
No, we can't. We can't just throw ourselves into an involvement without knowing that that's something
Exactly.
that we need.
I-
I think it's worthwhile
Well-
to identify to make sure if there's a lot of non-elven individuals on the planet right now. That might be a good tactic should we need to, but we still don't know if we need
We
to.
spent most of a day talking about how these doors are almost certainly on Castrovel.
But we have
and
the
now
more.
we have a
a reactive one here on Absalom first.
but we might not be able to go to Castrovel long. We don't know how long this fighting is going to go on, or how long it'll take to get fighted.
We might be able to get down on
can always
Absalom in a day. We're here.
We might not.
Yes, but I think we need
Not
to check
going
it
anywhere.
and try. We might not
It
on
may take us
Castrovel
time
either.
to- Mhm.
The riddle says that we have to go through something.
And
underneath
Grace
the
reacted
Starstone.
to Absalom, and she did not react to Castrovel.
I don't think that's a good idea. I think
She probably
I think if
reacted
we-
to Castrovel because that's not Castrovel. Sorry, the
Absalom?
Starfinders.
Absalom. Thank you. Sorry, still getting a little bit over this. The probably reacted to Absalom because the Starfinder Society has something to do with her, so they've encrypted information and she can't access it for whatever reason. But that doesn't necessarily apply to Castrovel. So
Mhm.
they're hiding something.
I'm worried that we have a window that will close much quicker than this one. It might not take long to do this one, but it might.
This
take
has been
long.
ongoing for a month now, for how long we've been gone. I don't think it's going to be...
Well, we don't know how long.
I
Regardless,
understand.
we need to prepare properly. We can't go
We're
into
not
a war.
going today either way. We need to update
We need to.
the Starfinders. We need to see if there's any other political concerns with getting involved the way things are. It's not so simple as just pretending we're mercenaries, unfortunately.
I know I'm not considered very smart by you all, but I have worked with mercenaries very much, and it is as simple as pretending we are mercenaries because we can be.
More so, I mean,
And
I don't
we
know how many other
how
people
long they will.
have our name and number and are aware of us already. I'm not
Probably
saying
a
we're not
few.
going to pursue this, Tetsu. And first of all, I don't agree that we think you're not intelligent. I think everybody here is valuable, and you've proven so as well with your mercenary contacts already. I think I want to pursue additional information. I don't want to reach... Just approaching the black butterflies is dangerous. And I personally
Very, very dangerous.
can't have my name and reputation associated with them at all.
Exactly.
You want-
Exactly same. Yes.
I don't know why Len is like this, but if you, this is the only. I have a meeting that I can get with the Black Butterfly. Mercenaries are being hired en masse. I told you this before we left.
No!
Mhm.
No,
I did?
I do not. No, not no to that. I am not going into this with a meeting with the black butterflies. No, we can try to put feelers out. You can try to put feelers out to see if we can get hired as mercenaries. Not directly with the black butterflies, please. Just mercenaries. Let's pursue that track, but we have to. Let's dock on Absalom. Let's meet. Let's go to the Starfinders. Let's see what we can do and see what our options are.
When it's the Black Butterfly, you're saying you trust my help and my help is valuable with mercenaries and such. If you're afraid to deal with dangerous people, then we can't go to Castrovel at least as mercenaries, because all mercenaries are dangerous.
You're acting like the black butterfly is the only path to get to Castrovel. Let's try something else.
I agree with Tetsu here. Well, I can't necessarily be in a meeting with Black Butterfly because of personal reasons. They are known for smuggling things in and out of that planet, specifically in the Elven continent.
They can't be the
And
only ones.
with-
Why do we have to go directly to this?
But with
Because why
the
would we try
lockdown-
to dig so much for a path that is difficult when we have a path before us?
and considering how
Because the path
they're
is
locking down
dangerous.
considering
I
how
think maybe we just ask if there are other mercenary
why can't it hurt
companies.
to ask? Why are you not willing to
I
ask?
I will go ask when I set up the meeting with the Black Butterfly if there's somebody else.
Oh, I can't be involved with them, Tetsu. I'm sorry, I can't.
I can't be involved with them. Don't even mention my name.
I'm going to go mention your name.
Kill him.
On
Was
an
that a joke?
alternatively
Please stop.
dangerous,
Space Dog.
Oh no.
I
on
think
an
that was not
alternatively
a joke.
dangerous path, you know, they say there's a bounty for the queen. However, I imagine we're also uniquely positioned to be able to give them what they actually want or wanted in the first place. If we wanted to go the route of potentially positioning ourselves on the side of, Castrovel and the Queen, we could potentially arrange a meeting with the abductors. If we simply give them the data pad, which we've already gone and researched, we'll have an advantage. We can adjust the information to lead in incorrect ways. However, they would be more than likely to, listen to the people that were there,
Look,
that actively got stuff away from them.
No, that's valid that we have potentially some direct, leverage or otherwise, but I think we're misdirecting our purpose here. Our purpose here is to investigate those pillars. And
Right.
what we're using this as a potential way to enter Castrovel. But that gets us directly involved with the Queen, and that might take us fully aside from any subtle entrance that we were trying to do to just get into Castrovel and do our own thing. All of this is a giant question mark. I understand there might be an opportunity right now to enter Castrovel, but we're here on Absalom with the ability to investigate one of the pillars.
Absalom does not change. It has been here and it will remain here, and the Starfinders will remain here. I don't know that Castrovel will, and for how long. You're right, it's been going on for a while, but when does it stop? Tomorrow? A year from now? I don't know. But we need to act now. I'm not saying we will be there tomorrow, but we need to start putting out feelers and asking how to get there as soon as possible so we can get there, or else maybe tomorrow it is resolved. Maybe the queen dies, maybe the war ends.
Well,
I would just say, if we're worried about getting to Castrovel sneakily, if we save the queen, I'm pretty sure we get free reign of the place.
that's possible too, but again, that's...
We got her kidnapped.
They don't know that.
We are...
She knows that.
He doesn't know that.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, she's not aware of our identities.
You were with her as Tibble. She doesn't know shit.
I wouldn't count on
That
it.
involves us with deep political intrigue that we barely managed to scrape by anonymously in the first place.
I understand. I agree with you that we probably need to take a look in Absalom first. We're here, like you said. This is our wheelhouse, Starfinder Society. We just got information for them. Maybe they'll be a little bit gracious to us. I'm just saying that, maybe we have the opportunity to ingratiate ourselves to Castrovel.
It's absolutely
later.
an option. I agree. I understand. I don't think the timeline is that... Look, if we need to get on
Timeline
Castrovel...
is unknown.
Exactly, but if we need to get on Castrovel, if suddenly the Queen situation is resolved or otherwise, we will find a way. We have VV, we have connections, we have the Starfinder Society. If we need to figure it out, we will.
Travel
But we
through
don't
the
know what
forbidden
we're going to
door.
figure out. What should we get on? So the thing is, the risk to get on Castrovel, or the attempt to get on Castrovel, involves a lot of high profile case and options. We get to Castrovel, we get to the capital. We still have no idea what we're looking for aside from a somewhat south portal. Here, we know what we're looking for.
Here.
No, we do. We know
don't
exactly
really
where
understand.
we're going here, and we have a lead, so we can at least get more information potentially here on what we're looking for on Castrovel.
Whatever you want. I think I've said what I think. I don't think we should. We know where it is. We know it'll be here. I think we need to act on the thing we don't know about. Instead of potentially wait. If one of us gets hurt and we have to spend days recovering, or something else happens, we might not be able to take advantage of it. But Len does not want to because he is scared of something. You do not want to.
I agree with you. I just think if we can do it avoiding the black butterfly, that's fine.
If we can't.
Probably.
Why
You don't even know that. You're just
you
saying
can't
that.
say that.
I said if we can't.
Oh.
I didn't say we can't.
Only
I
we
said
can't
if.
came through.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I would ask. But my guess is, seeing as I have a meeting with the black, or not a meeting, I have somebody who can get me a meeting with the black butterfly, and mercenaries are being hired through, and the black butterfly is dealing with them. By the looks of it, that is the most likely option. So,
My honest concern is that I am a liability. Honestly, I have a rather large bounty on my head. Someone like the Black Butterfly could see it as an opportunity to make some extra money on the side.
Do we know this?
Well, not really. I've mentioned it offhand.
he's
No, I was
making it
curious
up.
if in character I knew that or not.
I have said something to a similar effect when right before we entered Castrovel, and then I didn't mention it again. So
Okay. Yeah, and again, that's one concern from Eisen. Dr. Len has his concerns. I have a reputation and a career that I must maintain. which makes me hesitant to go this direction yet, unless we absolutely have to, and I feel that we don't have to until Absalom Station has been explored fully.
That being said, I don't see a problem with Tetsu being the face on this and running down the lead.
Like I
But
said,
there's no point in running
I'm
down
happy.
the lead unless we're ready to go.
That's why
They
I
might
said
say
to
you need to go
pursue
now.
contacts and just see what the postings are for most mercenaries. That's not pursue the lead, but simply inquire the status. That's about as much as I would suggest to do until we're ready.
But there's a possibility that we don't even need to meet face to face with the Black Butterfly. In fact, I doubt it.
No, I
As long as
understand, but
we
he's
can
might
saying,
not need
regardless
to,
of
but-
face to face, there's no point to meet unless we're ready to do something.
Right.
All right.
When they hire us, they're going to want us to go.
All right. What's the next move? What is the direct next step?
I think
Report to
Doc.
the Starfinder. I
Yeah,
think.
report to Starfinder.
Okay. So Doc and Absalom report to Starfinder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys begin docking on Absalom Station. You are going to report to the Starfinder Society. You're getting ready to report to Arvin. I assume you give him like a call as you're coming in, like, "Hey, yo, we're coming. Set up a meeting. We'll be on your table. Yo, what up? Bring some fruit. Cool.
Mm,
Gross.
Have coffee ready. All right."
Also, my hotel
As y'all
room.
are docking, yeah, get us a nice hotel room. We just went through shit. We'll tell y'all about it later. But as y'all are docking, we zoom out to a different planet. A planet that looks overall rather run down. Yet, even in the barren wasteland, this planet is. We see a bright sign flickering that, due to missing letters, reads Rest Rant. We hear some mumbling as we zoom into the inner walls and listen to a woman's voice. Okay, I think we're clear of them now. Mo, what the fuck happened back there? And to cue you in because I didn't, because I'm a bad GM. This is directly after the Briggs incident.
Oh, let's say I just gotta
Yeah.
get in there. One sec.
Dog drama.
Dog drama.
Yeah, dog
Space
drama.
drama.
They've been going crazy for the last like 20 minutes. Moat looks around a bit and back to Jaina. Well, you see, I thought I had control of the program, and it just went a little haywire. I didn't mean for it to, well, do what it did. I thought it would just, be a little funny, and then it just kind of, wiped all of the data of him from the system. It wasn't good.
You wiped all his data. He's in the military, Mo.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be able to do that,
But
but it did.
she's like shaking her head for a second. You see her kind of bring her head, like two of her fingers up to her temple. Mo, we have to get you. Honestly, we have to get us. And you see, like, at that point, like, Moat knows that's a resignation that she's traveling with you. We have to get us out of here somewhere, but we ain't staying there. Not after that.
Yeah, that would have made sense. I hadn't had to say this much, but thank you.
See, like,
What you've done and
solemn.
what you saying you'll do.
You see, like, a solemn nod, her eyes closed. And the small, like, two-seater spaceship you are in, she kind of glances back for a second. All right then. Let's hope it doesn't follow, but we'll head to the pack, just us two. Maybe I got a little bit of connections. Maybe I can hook you up with some Starfinder peoples. Maybe we'll get you into something good.
I find that could be fun.
Yeah. I think it'll be good for both of us. And you see, like, no one else would know on the camera, but quite the fake smile come across her face as she kind of like looks back, and then y'all take off.
You're gonna get paired up with a bunch of idiots.
And that's where we'll end the episode.
Ah.
Uh,
Oh, I like that flashback. Character insight. I like it.
I forgot that was coming up.